Our baby. This is our baby. I can't believe it.
This is her. This is our Beth.
Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. All those times I held her before.
She was yours. You just didn't know it.
I feel like I'm meeting her for the first time.
Well, in a way, you're being with her for the first time as her mother. Yeah, exactly.
This is really her. This is our Beth. This is the baby we thought we lost, and she's here in my arms right now.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. Our daughter. Oh, Liam. How? I mean, how did this happen? I need to know. I need you to tell me everything.
Beth is alive? My daughter's baby is alive?
Yes.
You told everybody that you're Phoebe's birth mother. I lied. Because Phoebe doesn't exist.
Wait a minute.
So stop it, Shauna. It's too late. There's no protecting her anymore.
What are you saying, Flo? Look at me. Steffi is raising... Phoebe is Beth?
I'm so sorry.
How could you do this? How could you do this to a family?
I didn't know the baby was Beth until it was too late.
I can't believe this. I can't believe that Beth is alive. My granddaughter's alive, Ridge.
I'm asking you how you did this. Explain it to me.
It was all Dr. Buckingham.
Zoe's father?
Sorry, I'll just come back later.
No, we need to speak to you.
Yeah, we're just talking about your dad.
We just found out the truth about Beth.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You knew about this all along, didn't you?
How was your father involved? I want the truth, and I want it now. No more messing with my daughter's life.
She's ours. This is not a dream. This is our little girl.
I know. And I'm so thankful, but I still don't understand.
I'm gonna tell you everything, I promise. But maybe right now we just wait. We just enjoy this. Let it sink in.
No, I need to know. Because I don't understand how it happened. I was in the hospital. I held her. She wasn't breathing. The doctor told me that she didn't make it. He told me that there was nothing else that he could do.
Dr. Buckingham, he lied. He's responsible for all of this.
You said what your father did.
Because of a gambling debt?
I told you my life was in danger.
There is no excuse. And there's no excuse for the two of you keeping that secret. How long have you known?
I didn't know who the birth mother was. All he told me is that her name was Hope. And I didn't even know who Hope and Beth were until after the adoption. I know that I should have come forward and told her the truth when I found out everything. And I tried to. I tried to many times.
She did.
But protecting yourself was more important than getting Hope's baby back. What about you, Zoe? What about you, Shauna? Wasn't anybody going to tell my daughter the truth?
I am so sorry, Brooke. I wanted to tell her. And so did she. We both did. It's just that things started to get out of hand. But it's over now. Hope is finally going to know the truth and she's going to have her baby back.
How's it over? What, Steffi? It's gonna break her heart.
Taylor was involved in this adoption. Did she really know what was going on?
No. She didn't know any of this. She believed that I was the birth mother.
Yeah, but how could she not know? That baby came out of nowhere.
She trusted Reese, just like I did. He's a well-respected doctor. No one would have thought he'd do something like this. He and Taylor knew each other through some medical connections, and she mentioned that Steffi was looking to adopt a sister for Kelly.
So he sold my granddaughter.
That's what Taylor had a bag of cash. So your daddy can protect you and throw our daughters under the bus.
One thing just doesn't add up. They were in the clinic, and Reese gave Liam and Hope a dead baby. My daughter was holding that baby in her arms. So whose baby was that? What did your father do? How did he convince them that their baby was dead?
I can't believe I get to do this. Last time I held her, I thought I was saying goodbye. I was never gonna see her again.
Well, that's because Dr. Buckingham told both of us she was gone. And we had no reason not to believe him. How would we know?
I need you to tell me, Liam. I need you to tell me what he did.
It's a long, awful story, honestly, but Flo told me everything.
Flo.
I knew something was wrong when I overheard Flo and Thomas arguing. After your wedding, they were talking about a secret that you couldn't find out about. And so I went to Wyatt and I asked him to talk to Flo, see if he could open her up a little bit. And she slipped up. She said that she never had a baby. So I called the hospital named on the birth certificate. The doctor had never even heard of Flo Fulton. She was never a patient at any time.
So she was in on this.
Yes, she was in on it, but it was Dr. Buckingham who put it all in motion. He knew Flo from Vegas, and he needed someone to pose as the mother of a newborn baby.
I don't understand. I held a child that night in the clinic.
He passed out during labor. That's when Dr. Buckingham did it. That's when he made the switch.
Dr. Buckingham put a dead baby in my daughter's arms and told her that it was Beth?
Yes.
Do you know how traumatizing that was? She thought it was the last time she was ever going to hold her child.
I'm so sorry. I am mortified by what my father did. And so is he. He hated himself for it.
The only thing your dad was concerned about was making sure that everyone believed that Beth was gone.
And what about you, Flo? I can't believe that you actually did this just as a favor.
Just be honest, honey. There's no turning back.
Reese gave me a little bit of the money that Taylor gave him.
What?
But it felt like blood money, and I didn't want it, and I literally threw it back at him. I know that doesn't matter, and I'm not trying to make excuses or anything.
Oh my God. You two must be disgusted with yourselves.
You let Steffi raise Hope and Liam's baby. And you're gonna pay for that, I promise you that.
My daughter has been there for you. She loves you. She accepted you into our family. You're her cousin. And you're her friend. Her heart broke into 1,000,000 pieces that night. And her marriage split apart. And there were times I was so worried about her. I wasn't sure she was gonna make it because of her grief. And you two just sat back and let it happen? You shamefully and willfully participated in this vicious crime against my daughter.
Dr. Buckingham stole our baby.
I know it's hard to even imagine.
Why? Why would he even do that?
Money. He owed money to these guys in Vegas, and they were threatening to hurt Zoe. And so he thought taking Beth, he could pay down his debt.
But wait, how did she end up here with Steffi?
Because it turns out that Taylor knew Dr. Buckingham beforehand, and I guess she was talking to him about how Steffi wants to adopt, and that's when he got Flo to pass off Beth as her own so that he could collect his finder's fee from Taylor.
So he tricked them too.
Yeah, but Steffi and Taylor had no idea that Phoebe was Beth.
But Liam, that night in the clinic, I remember that moment so clearly. I held her. She was wrapped in a blanket. She was already gone.
Well, that's the sickest part about this whole thing is that night there was another woman who came into the clinic before you did, and she lost her baby. It was stillborn.
So Dr. Buckingham switched the babies.
He looked you in the eye, and he handed you that baby, and he told you it was Beth.
He kept our beautiful, healthy baby away from us, all for money. So who else knows about this besides Dr. Buckingham and Flo? Is there anyone?
Zoe knew. She found out after the fact. I'm assuming that she didn't say anything because she wanted to keep her father out of prison.
So Zoe knew.
And Xander. And Emma. She heard them arguing the night that she died. She was on her way to tell you the truth when her car went off the cliff. There's something else you should know, too. Thomas was there. He was chasing her in his car. And apparently Thomas is known since around the time we annulled our marriage.
He knew for that long, and he didn't say anything to me.
Because he knew if he did, you'd leave him.
We exchanged vows. He promised to cherish me and to honor me, and he knew that Beth was alive.
Do you see? Do you see what a sick bastard he is? This is why I was going after him the way that I was.
I'm sorry he hit you. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just wanted to get to you in time to tell you the truth.
I'm so grateful that you did, Liam. You saved me. You saved us. We have our daughter. We have our Beth.
Yes, Buckingham. Dr. Reese Buckingham. Find him and arrest him. Yes, he's in London. Thank you.
Please have mercy on my father. I'm begging you.
The same way he showed mercy for my daughter and her innocent baby.
He was desperate. Okay, he had to pay those guys off or they would have killed me.
He kidnapped a baby, an innocent little child, and you helped him do it.
I'm thinking we should call a lawyer.
No, Mom, I'm not thinking about that right now.
Well, you should be.
Wait, please. Flo has been racked with guilt, and she has wanted to tell Hope for months, but I begged her not to. I couldn't watch her go to jail, and I still can't. I mean, she's my baby. If you're going to lock anybody up, please let it be me.
Don't worry, Shauna. You're all going to suffer the consequences for what you've done. But right now, all I can think about is my granddaughter. And the fact that she's alive. We have to tell Hope.
Liam, you figured all this out. You put it all together. You gave her back her parents.
I don't deserve all the credit. A certain someone gave me a clue.
Douglas.
He was right all along.
Gosh, I remember when he tried to tell me that Beth was alive, but I thought he was confused. I didn't realize he was telling the truth. Yeah, he was telling the truth this entire time. I mean, he went against his father for us, for Beth.
Yeah. He was really brave. And I owe him a thank you.
Wow, this is so surreal. I mean, my mind.
I know. I'm right there with you. It's crazy.
Yeah. Wait, this is all starting to make sense. You remember when Flo found out that she was a Logan and her mother, Shauna, came to town and she didn't even know that she was pregnant?
Oh, yeah, as close as they are. Like mother and daughter living in the same city together. There is no way that she wouldn't have known Flo was pregnant.
I was wondering the same thing too, but Flo had some excuse, so I just let her go.
Well,
I let it go.
Well, and do you remember when we ran into her at Wyatt's house? I mean, because that was the first time that I met Flo, and Wyatt had no idea that she was Phoebe's birth mom. I mean, you'd think that would come up in conversation, right?
Yes, I had completely forgotten about that.
But then, on the other hand, you and I both assumed that Flo just wanted to put the adoption behind her and move on with her life, and we had no reason to be suspicious at that point.
I'm just remembering all the times that she came to me and was so upset and so sad about losing our daughter, about our annulment. She even insisted that we try to have another child together.
She felt guilty.
I even walked in on her and Zoe talking about Beth. They saw how devastated I was, and they said nothing. They let me suffer. No, it's okay. It's okay. We're not gonna think about that now, okay? No. No, we will deal with them later.
We both will.
Now I just want to focus on our little miracle. I want to focus on our Beth. This whole time she was right under our noses and we knew. Remember at the wedding when she crawled up to me and she called me Mama?
She knew.
Liam, I ended our marriage because I thought she was gone.
It didn't help that Thomas was manipulating you.
None of this should have ever happened. None of this should have ever happened. But look at us now. I've never been grateful to anyone more than I am to you. Look at us, the three of us. All of our dreams. It's all our dreams. They're still ours. We can still rebuild. I love you so much, Liam.
I love you too. You've never seen us do that, have you?
It's okay. Say hi to your mommy and daddy. Welcome to the family. Welcome to our family.